neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Settle down. What's all this about?
Well, does a man need a reason to kiss his wife? Do the stars need a reason to shine?
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, extra okay.
Des, at this rate I won't get dinner on the table.
Dinner? Even I can't even think of food at a time like this. Oh, Daff, it's great to have you safe and sound. Especially now I've got my secret weapon. Ta-da!
A plastic bag?
Containing the most sophisticated security devices known to man. This place is going to lock up tighter than a drum.
What sort of security devices?
Well, we've got chains for the doors, deadlocks for the windows, and I'm even thinking about installing a burglar alarm.
Well, that ought to impress that Gordon Hemmings creep from head office.
Yeah, well, it took some explaining, but once he saw the tapes of the actual bank robbery taking place, well, he knew that I had nothing to do with it. That's what gave him the idea for all of this stuff.
I think it's disgusting he even doubted you in the first place.
Yeah, well, I think he thought he was just doing his job. But they ended up to be pretty impressed with me, though. Henry, too. They're even thinking about setting up a committee to analyse the whole situation.
Oh, it's about time. You wouldn't be the first bank manager to be held up.
No, but because I'm the most recent, they've decided to make me their special consultant.
Good for you.
Yep, it takes experience, Steph. Staying cool under pressure, knowing when to make that move. That all-important precision timing that comes with...
Mashed potato.
Give me a break. It's called free enterprise.
It cost that woman a fortune.
It was an honest mistake. Any goose could have done it.
Any goose did.
Listen, I thought I was doing the neighbourly thing. Now, Mrs. Daniels didn't need the old dud paintings, and I thought I could turn a profit. Well, how was I to know that the boxes had been mixed up?
Yeah, it wasn't really Henry's fault, Mum.
I don't know. I thought you would only have to have looked at those paintings to realise they were valuable.
Oh, yeah? I bet you couldn't. Look, half the stuff at the art gallery looks like someone's had an accident with a tin of paint.
Henry, what I am saying is that you've got to give up these get-rich-quick schemes and settle down to some solid work. I thought you would have realised that by now.
Mum, he was only trying to help. He didn't even get the money after all that. He had to give it back to Mrs. Daniels.
Yes, well, I'll see how she is. In view of recent events, the Robinsons and the Ramsays could be at each other's throats again.
Oh, I don't know. We managed to patch things up sometimes.
Meaning what?
Meaning Lenny sorted out her problems with Scott.
How did you know?
I heard you humming that song before. You were either happy or you'd forgotten the words.
Oh, the terrible twins back together. That's all I need. Little Jimmy Olsen hanging round here again.
Don't call him that.
Why not? He was quite happy to change my name. Wasn't he, Charlotte? How quickly we forget.
Trees or sky? I wonder.
Nan, you can't cut it. Well, you know what Mrs. Daniels said.
My word, I do. And the tone she used, it was appalling.
You're not being fair. Well, she's obviously upset about all the other paintings and, well, I'm sure she didn't mean to speak to you like that.
Common courtesy doesn't take much of an effort, Jane, and you do well to remember that. Sometimes these people need to be put in their place.
Hello, now. May I come in?
Mrs. Daniels, yes, of course.
You still don't intend to damage my painting.
Well, that depends on one's interpretation of the word damage, doesn't it? It's still a little unwieldy at its current size.
No, if I could just explain.
And possession is 9/10 of the law, as they say.
Well, all right. Gloves off. I won't waste your time, and I trust you won't waste mine. No, that painting is profoundly important to my exhibition. Now, I know you're aware of a misunderstanding, so I'll be happy to reimburse you. I believe you paid $30.
That's correct.
Well, I like to think that the problem is now resolved.
Nan?
It is a lovely painting. A little on the bulky side, perhaps, but that could be personal taste.
No, this isn't a game. Without that painting, I can't have an exhibition.
Well, that's your problem, isn't it? I'm not sure I even want to sell now.
Uh-oh, man, you're a battle stations. I don't think Gran's done too well, man. Wait.
I'm counting to 10 before I explode.
Come on, it can't be that bad.
Yes, believe me.
Well, don't explode. Sit.
I was courteous, I was patient, even sycophantic. That woman is unbelievable.
She said no, right?
She almost looked as if she was enjoying herself. There she stood, as bold as brass, about to butcher my beloved little church with a pair of kitchen scissors. I need a brandy.
Alcohol won't help.
No, it might do something to take this taste out of my mouth. What did I have to do, beg? If she so much as touches that painting,
No, Gran, I don't think she will. Well, not now that she knows how much it means to you.
I have to cancel the exhibition.
Oh, Helen.
Well, do you have any other bright ideas? It's going to be a monumental non-event now. 25 picture hooks and some rather ordinary wallpaper.
No, I don't know. Well, maybe they might think it's new wave, you know, like Andy Warhol or Brett Whiteley or something like that, hey? Yeah. Maybe they won't. Maybe not. I'll get that brandy. Okay.
You know you're only making me feel worse.
Am I good?
Des, can't you be quieter? I'm losing the rhythm.
You're in there, Dad, but all under control.
Oh, you didn't hurt it, did you?
Oh, just a nick.
Not you, the door.
Oh.
This is ridiculous. We should get a carpenter who at least knows what he's doing.
It says on the instructions, ideal for home handyman use. Only a stupid chain.
Well, then get a stupid handyman to put it on. Des, you're far too intelligent.
Oh, yeah, take your point.
Hi. I'm not disturbing anything, am I?
Of course not. Come on in. How's your mother?
Not looking forward to the funeral.
Yeah, I'll try and make it if I can, mate.
Oh, thanks, Des.
Look, I'd like to be there too, but it's going to be a bit difficult with the shop and everything.
That's okay.
You'll handle it, mate.
Yeah. Actually, I came over to ask you a favour. Bouncer needs somewhere to live for a while, and I was wondering if it'd be okay if you stayed here.
Well, hasn't your mother got a big yard?
Yeah, but she's not too keen on pets. And she's been a bit touchy about everything lately. I don't want to push her.
Yeah, that'll be all right if it'll help. It's going to be tough on you, though.
It's the way life goes, I suppose. Look, I'll give you money for his food and everything.
Look, we'll work that out later.
I phoned you the other day, but your mum said you'd gone to orientation day at the uni. How was it?
Oh, it was great. Wish I hadn't have gone. Everything looked so fantastic.
Are you sure there's no other way you can work it out?
Nope. Mum needs me and the money I can bring in. Looks like uni's just going to have to wait for a while, that's all. Well, I better go then. Thanks for looking after Bouncer.
No worries, champ.
I'll see you later then.
Bye.
See ya.
Poor thing. Probably doesn't even know where his real home is.
You'd say the same thing about Mike.
Anything interesting?
Potential.
A job, Henry, something that brings in money.
They all bring in money. It's just a question of choosing the one that's least like hard work.
Morning.
Here you go, sis. The paper's all yours. Aren't you even going to look at it?
Don't rush me. I've only just got up.
Hi, everyone. Great day, isn't it, hey?
Really? Haven't noticed.
Ignore her, Scott. She can't find her favourite earrings.
And she stubbed her toe on the corner of the bath last night.
I reckon it might be more than that. How's the job hunting, anyway?
Don't ask her. She wouldn't have a good job if it jumped up and bit her on the nose. Hey, Lenny. I know you could be a lion tamer.
Cute, Henry.
We can but try.
Come on, seriously. Have you found anything?
No, not yet.
Well, you don't sound all that enthusiastic.
Well, I'm not breaking my neck, if that's what you mean.
Hey, come on, ease up. It was just a question, wasn't it? I mean, with me at school, we're going to need some sort of money coming in, or we'll both be broke, won't we? Come on, I shall take you into town, okay?
About the best offer I've had all morning.
Great.
Yuck, you guys. People are trying to eat, you know. Looks like you're back in the good books.
Yeah. Which is more than I can say for you. My grandmother is on the warpath.
Oops.
Yes, oops. Mrs. Mangle won't give the painting back, will she?
Then I reckon it's about time old Henry took charge of this little situation.
No, look, Henry, it's not... I wouldn't do
Mate,
that.
no,
mate.
leave it to
If you
me. Leave it to me. I'm an expert at human relations. Look, tact and diplomacy are my two middle names. Henry, tact, diplomacy, Mitchell.
Right. You found them?
Pardon?
The earrings Henry told me about.
Yes, well, Henry has a big mouth.
Mrs. Mitchell, I just wanted to apologise for the articles and that stuff.
It's a malicious thing to do, Scott.
Yeah, well, so I found out. And I think I've learnt the hard way. I guess friends should always come first, right?
Well, I'm glad you realised that, even if it is a bit late.
G'day, Henry. You got a minute?
Sure.
Still looking for a job?
Oh, it depends what it is.
Need some locks fitted to the house. Need someone who's good with their hands.
The girls never complain.
Henry, I'm serious, mate.
So am I. When do I start?
Well, anytime you like. Just drop into the coffee shop and get the keys off Daphne. I'll let her know what's going on. Just make sure you do a good job, eh?
Des, if a guy knows how to pick a lock, he should at least know how to fit one. Now, am I right or am I right?
Yeah. Okay.
Ken Harper's staying at Lassiter's. I'm sure he will. I'm equally sure that the exhibition will go off like clockwork.
So you think I'm overreacting?
No, but you explained to me that this is a very anxious time for you, and you're understandably a little tense.
This is the cheque that Ken Harper paid Henry for the paintings. You'll need it to buy them back.
Trust me. I'll get it.
Hi there.
You.
Well, don't I even get a hello?
You're lucky you don't get an ambulance. What is it this time?
Look, I come as a friend. Oh, g'day, Mrs. D. Any word on the paintings?
Not yet.
Listen, I feel really bad about all this, especially Mrs. Mangle being such a stick in the mud. Now, maybe if I had a quiet word,
After the damage you've caused already, I don't think so.
Well, perhaps I could use a little subtle persuasion. You with me?
You interfere again and I'll come down on you like a ton of bricks. Between your gentle persuasion and Jim's considerable talent at rearranging the garage, my exhibition has every chance of being a 5-star disaster.
Yeah,
now, don't tempt me to add a manslaughter charge to the rest of my problems, excuse me.
Talk about touch.
You look really nice.
Thanks. I'm not used to wearing a suit, though.
Oh, here, let me.
Listen, thanks for the flowers you sent, Mum.
That's the least I could do.
Keep telling myself I've got to get through today and everything will be much better. Couldn't be much worse, could it?
Honestly, the way that grime builds up in the bathroom is... Oh, hello. Off to the funeral, I see. Such a testing time.
Yeah, I guess so.
And to lose a father so young, it really is tragic.
Maybe. Dad and I didn't really have a lot of time for each other.
That's a dreadful thing to say.
Well, it's the truth, isn't it? I mean, I wouldn't be going at all if I didn't think Mum needed me.
Well, if that's where the younger generation's priorities lie, pity help all of us. In my day...
Yes, in your day, Mrs. Mangle, the world was a much better place, wasn't it? I've heard you say that once or twice already, I think. Look, I better go. I'm going to be late.
Yeah. Take care, okay?
Yeah, see ya.
He's upset, Nan. Why did you have to speak to him like that?
Me? What about him, of all the insolence? I wonder if there are any young people left to restore my faith.
Have no fear. Henry's here.
G'day. Been jogging?
Yeah.
I'm Jim Robinson. I tried to contact you yesterday.
Ken Harper.
Hello. I fancy myself as a bit of a jogger. How far do you run?
Oh, 10, maybe 15 Ks. It all depends on the night before.
I know what you mean.
So what's this all about?
You bought some paintings yesterday, and there's a bit of a problem. The paintings are from an exhibition, a rather important exhibition.
Yeah, I heard about it. So you're saying they're worth a bit, then?
Some, yeah. Look, I won't lie to you about it. Helen Daniels is my mother-in-law. She's worked long and hard on this exhibition. If she loses the paintings, it'll destroy her.
Sounds like a pretty desperate situation.
Desperate's a word I'd use, yeah.
Well, listen, John.
Jim.
Jim. That's all very well and good, but, well, frankly, I couldn't care less about your mother-in-law. A deal's a deal.
Kerr? So it's like this. Here I am, only just back with my family, trying my hardest to fit back into society. And now I make this dreadful boo-boo.
More than a boo-boo, I would have said. Mrs. Daniels was very peeved with you.
You see, that's what I'm trying to say. I've shamed the Ramsay tradition again. Well, I may be a Mitchell by name, but I'm a Ramsay by blood.
Fancy.
It's hard enough to look my little sister in the eye as it is. Such an impressionable kid, too. If she finds out, it might well be the last straw.
I see it a little differently. The Robinsons weren't interested in my good name when the mud was flying. What about my reputation?
Well, the word on the street has you as a saint, Mrs. Mangle. The people here see you as a charitable, community-minded person, someone who really cares about others, a Samaritan. And that's why I'm sure they'd be the first to step forward and pat you on the back when you return the painting. I mean, well, what would you want with it anyway? Now, $800 worth will cost you heaps to insure.
800, did you say?
No, I meant to say that...
Even if it were only worth 600, that's worth more than 20 times what I paid for it. I knew it was a good buy from the first instant. Thank you, Henry. I wasn't too certain before, but I am now. I can even buy a larger frame. Such a pity to damage a really fine work of art, don't you think?
Yeah, guess so.
Hey, wait for me! I have some news.
The paintings?
It took some doing, but I managed to talk Ken Harper into letting you have them back. For a while I thought it was going to cost thousands.
How much?
Just what he paid for them. We joggers could be right reasonable when it comes down to it, you know.
How on earth did you manage that? What did you do?
Well, I waited until he'd cooled down after his jog. Then when he went down for breakfast, I went with him and we had a bit of a talk. Turns out he and his partner are heading for the States in a couple of days and they need some contacts for their manufacturing business.
So he sold them back to you for $650?
Well, $700. I had to give him something for his trouble.
Oh, Jim, I could kiss you. In fact, I will.
So that just leaves one small stumbling block.
Yes, I was on my way there.
Well, why don't we make it a team effort?
Right.
This is a social visit, I take it? How nice.
You know why we're here, Nell.
Oh, that painting business. Oh, that's too trifling to worry about, surely.
Trifling to you, obviously, but certainly not to me. I'm asking you again, please reconsider.
Well, I suppose I could sell it back. Though I do wish you'd been honest with me in the first place. Perhaps if you told me it was so valuable, the decision may have been easier.
Nell, the painting is valuable to me.
And very important to the exhibition.
Yes, I know. $800 worth of important, as I understand.
Who told you that?
Henry Mitchell. He was concerned about how much insurance I might have to pay.
I might have guessed.
You can't possibly pay that much.
Oh, and I wouldn't ask you to. After all, we are neighbours. In all conscience, 600 would be the most I could charge.
600?
I've grown very attached to it. And it's not an easy decision either way.
I'll get my checkbook.
No, Jim, it's out of the question. No way am I going to be held to ransom like this. You are welcome to the painting, Mrs. Mangle. You can desecrate it, mutilate it, chop it up into tiny little bits and send it out as Easter cards if you like, but I have no intention of paying you 1 red cent. Good day. Come on, Jim.